welcome back to Get Gorgeous. So today I'm here with this look that you guys can see, and this time I've played with a little color, like a very tiny bit of color. I wanted it to be a little bluish, purplish toned, intense eye. So that is what I've come up with. There is no blue though, because when I started working with my eyes, I felt, the purples were complementing each other more rather than adding another color to it. This entire look is all about like the entire matte eyeshadow palette that I have from BH.Cosmetics. So I've used, it's basically a matte eye look, and I simply love the way it has turned out. So if you guys are interested to know how I got this look, then please keep on watching. And as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take that 1 second and hit the subscribe button right there. It'll mean the world to me. And if you like this video, rate it positive. Do let me know which lip shade is your favorite amongst the two. This one is my personal favorite. I love this one. I'm all about nudes and muted colors. So yes, there's a lipstick on my side. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite shade, and yes, let's just get started. So let's just pull off all our hair back in a bun, and yeah, we are ready to start. So I've already cleansed, toned and moisturized. So I'm going to move on with priming my face. I'm using the Color Bar Perfect Match Primer and mainly concentrating it over my nose, cheeks and around my mouth, and whatever is left under my eyes, over my eyes and rest of my face. Applying just a little lip balm over my lips to prep them, and then moving on to color correcting. This I'm going to skip just because you have seen me doing this in most of my videos. So if you haven't, you can go back to any of my videos, recent videos, and you would see that. So this is how my face would look after color correcting. And now moving on to foundation, using these two shades from NYX, their Total Control Drop Foundation. I'm going to mix it on the lid of the YBP container, and I love this. I totally forgot how much I love this foundation. I love the finish of it. It has a velvety matte finish, but I want a little dewy finish, so I'm going to spray my YBP Perfector with some makeup setting spray, which is dewy, and I'm going to blend all of that. And look at the finish. I simply love it. So this is how my face is going to look, and using the lighter shade from the two shades that I just showed, I'm going to highlight and conceal at the same time over the usual areas under my eyes, bridge of the nose, forehead, around my lips, and right below my contour. And yes, that is all nice and blended. Quick, isn't it? So moving on to contouring and highlighting. I love doing this. Like, I've been using the cream contour. This is not a contour stick, these are illuminating sticks, but I love using this shade as a contour stick and the other one as a highlighter. I would list all of the products in the description box below, so you can check that for detailed name and everything. So yes, I love doing this, creating a base for my powder products. So once again, I'm going to just spray a little bit of dewy setting spray over the YBP Perfector and start blending the highlighter shade first, and then moving on to contouring. So I really love these sticks. They're very versatile. You can use them. I totally use them for most of the things. Like sometimes I use them for eyeshadows, just highlighters, or as I said, base for my contouring as well. So I love these sticks. Highly recommend. Can you see that glow? I simply love it. And then I'm going to use the Miss Claire translucent powder in shade 02 and bake under my eyes, and whatever is left I'm going to use it around my mouth and rest of the areas where we highlighted. So I used that concealer from the corrector palette over my eyelids, and I'm just going to get rid of all the crease before I set them. And moving on to eyes, I'm going to use the BH.Cosmetics Modern Mattes palette, and taking that shade, I'm going to apply that all over my eyes. This is going to be a smooth base for rest of our eyeshadows to go on. And once that is done, I'm going to take a flat fluffy brush like so, and I'm going to mix these two shades and use it as my transition shade. And as you would see, I'm just building up the crease and blending it out. And with the fluffy brush, I'm going to go back in with the base shade to just blend everything out. Then taking these two shades on the same brush, I'm going to create a very intense crease. Like, I'm going to intensify the crease. So as you would see, I'm just building up the color right there in the crease. I'm not blowing it above that. And I'm just using the tube just as a guideline so that I don't go beyond that. And if you see it is very harsh, you can always go back in with the fluffy brush and blend everything out. So I'm going to now take that shade, the lilac, and I'm going to apply that right there. This is going to be in between the two shades, like the eyelid and the outer corners. It's going to be a transition shade between that, and I wanted the outer corners to be a little more dark, so I'm going to mix a little black with the previous shade, and again using the guideline I'm going to create the outer V, and as you would see I've just created more depth right there, and of course don't forget blending. So now I'm going to take the same concealer and not cut the crease, yeah, but actually like half the crease I'm going to just cut, as you would see here, like half the way, and then taking the very lighter shade on the palette, like the baby pink and the white shade, I'm going to just pack it over the concealer. And yes, as I said, the purple shade is going to be the transition between the dark and the light shade. So yes, that is what we wanted. And I'm just going to mimic the same thing what I did on my eyelids over the lower waterline. So going in with the purple and then blending it with the beige shade, and then just intensifying the corners with the darker shade. So first I thought I'm going to go in with a gel liner to create my wing, but then I was more comfortable with the liquid liner, so I switched on to the Lakme liquid liner. And here I'm just creating a wing. This is totally up to you, however you want. You want a thick, thin, or just a very regular one, you can go for it. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of winged liner, but I'm okay with something like this. So yeah, and here I'm just sidelining my upper and the lower waterline. And before my lower waterline dries up and sets in, I'm going to just smudge it very lightly to smoke it out. So once that is done, moving on to mascara. I'm going to apply just one single coat of it because I am going for falsies for this look. So if you are not, you can totally double up or triple up the mascara, and cleaning away any fallouts if at all. And moving on to brows. So here I'm just going to do something which I don't normally do. I'm just going to give a little arch. I just felt like doing something different for this look, so as you would see the difference. Yes, and then I'm going to use the same white shade to highlight under my brow bones and the inner corners of my eyes. So then moving on to finishing our face, I'm going to set the contoured area with the two shades from the contour and highlight palette from NYX. And yes, I'm just going to set all the areas very contoured, very cream contoured, and very lightly over my nose as well. And this is very basic, which I do for almost all my videos. So yes, don't forget to blend everything out with the makeup perfector. And I did apply some blush, but I couldn't film that. I don't know why the footage is not there. So here I'm just showing you. I applied those two shades, and then for highlight I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Baked Highlighter, and I totally love this highlighter. It has been so long that I've used this, I don't remember, but I really love this highlighter. So yes, I always go overboard with my highlighter. You can always mellow it down, but then I like it to be very intense. So for that I'm going to just spray a little mist over my YBP Makeup Perfector and go over all the highlighted areas. And then the finishing touch. Recently I've been loving this finishing powder from NYX. It just takes off all the fine lines and it just completes the whole look. It's basically like a filter on your face once you finished your makeup. So I love this and highly recommend this powder. And finally finishing off the eyes with some lashes. These are from Euro Paris. I really love this brand. Like, their lashes are really good quality and very affordable. So again, highly recommend. So yes, we're almost done with this. And just for the lips, I'm going to go in with two shades. One is the darker one, which you would see right there. I do have a video on Instagram, like a quick video on how I create like a very natural looking your lip but a better kind of a lip. So yes, you can follow me on Instagram at getgorgeouswitharti and get updates on all these quick little tips from me. And yes, this would be the second lip option, which is like my personal favorite. I am all about nudes, so anything which is nude and muted is me. So yes, I really like the way the whole look is turned out. Like, most of my videos are not planned. I just sit and I just create it for like the first time ever. So yes, I really liked it. And yes, please leave me comments down below about any kind of suggestions or feedbacks for my channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye, take care, stay happy, stay gorgeous.